Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, and here we are for race 4 of the Mature Racing Club Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship Season 9. So this is race 4, like I've said already. There's 2 races in one night, so we had race 3 earlier on last Friday, and this is a reverse grid from the results from race 3. Race 3 was held at Red Bull Ring, and F124YS won that race with a really good drive. So, without much further ado, we'll go through the qualifying order. Not the qualifying order, crucially though, the starting order, reverse grid. So, Seawinkle in first, Diablo in second, both in the Porsches. Third is ADG123 in the Ferrari 458. Subaru Gaz in fourth in the M4 BMW. Dangly Balls is in fifth in the Cayman. Rafael is in 6th, GT Delhi is in 7th, White Shark is in 8th, and F124YS is in 9th, like I say, winning at Red Bull Ring race 3 before we headed to Catalunya and started this one. So, without much further ado, we'll get the race started. See everyone revving, waiting for the lights. We'll stick right at the back to see the action. Rafael gets a good start there. Dan looks like he gets a good start, and they both go side by side with me. So 3 wide as we're heading to T1. I actually made a bit of a move late on the brakes to get past Diablo there in second place. Got GT Delhi trying to pick a line and make his way up, but keep the timing right so he doesn't get collected. Subaru Gaz now finds a bit of a line to head round the outside. If he can get it done, he'll be on the inside for the next corner, so he gets past White Shark, or definitely gets down the inside, should I say, for the overtake on White Shark into the tight left hairpin with downhill braking. So good move there from Gaz. Takes 6th place. F1 we've just seen getting past White Shark as well behind. So doing a good job and taking that place off White Shark as well. White Shark's coming back at him though, he's still down the inside. So F1 giving a bit of room at the apex. Still running it a nice fast line round the outside though. And just getting the momentum over White Shark there. And sticking it in 7th place. White Shark looking for the inside line to come back at him though. Which then, if he runs side by side, which he more or less is, little contact there. Oh, but then he ends up on the outside here, does White Shark. So F1 with the inside line, but it looks like F1's actually let him go. So it probably felt like he caused the contact there. Anyway, we'll skip up and watch what's going on a little bit further up. So we've got White Shark, as we see Dan having a bit of a moment through the last chicane, going slowly. We see White Shark diving down his inside now. And then we've got F1 joining him as well, and they're all slipstreaming each other down the straight now. We'll see who comes out ahead of this little battle. So Dan's in 6th at the moment, F1 in 7th, and White Shark in 8th. We'll keep an eye on that as we go through the race. Skip up as we see Subaru Gaz side by side with Rafael. Rafael had a really good race at Red Bull Ring, but didn't really have a lot to say about him because he just had a nice, quiet, calm race to himself with hardly any action involved, but managed to get 4th place. So he looks like he's having a bit more fun this time round at Catalunya. Side by side with Gaz. Rafael's got the inside line though for the fast chicane. So easy to run it a little bit deep into there with a bit of understeer, or just not quite getting your braking done correctly. So we see Diablo pushing Rafael a little bit, and Rafael ends up in the gravel. Diablo into 4th place though. We've got Dan, White Shark and Delhi all battling for 5th place. White Shark's got it at the moment. Delhi and Dan going side by side through God knows what corner. I've lost where we are on the track. So we're coming towards the end of the lap. See me having a bit of a moment through the last chicane there, so dropping dropping back a little bit. Diablo taking 3rd place, but he has a massive moment of oversteer on the curb and keeps 3rd place, mind, but I'm in 4th with a bit of a mistake there and dropping back. We're riding with White Shark at the moment as he catches me in the slipstream down the straight. We all hit the brakes quite heavy to get through the first chicane. I run a little bit deep into there, so it gives White Shark the run on me out of the corner, and he manages to stick it down the inside line and run me wide, so I had nowhere to go really, so he was always going to get that place, and takes 4th place. So White Shark on a mission this race. We've got Dangly Balls just dived down the inside deep and probably thought better of it, released the brake a bit and avoided everyone, but went mega deep into the corner. We've got Deli battling away behind Dan, me even, sorry. Touched the back of me a little bit there by the look of it. So it's all getting quite heated as the faster guys from race 1 come through the field. The Porsche is definitely the car to be on in this season. Stupidly I picked the Ferrari, but I'm still having a good season, good fun. Maybe not getting the results I'd expect from previous seasons, but still enjoying it. So see Deli now really closing up on the back of it. I'm trying to stick with Diablo the best I can, but Deli's just catching me and catching me. Dan just seemed to have an unfortunate few laps. Dangly Balls just seemed to run side by side, and a couple of little moments of oversteer and understeer that have dropped him back a little bit in this one. So we see Danny in 7th, Rafael now in 8th place, who was in 4th not so long ago, but like I say, the faster guys are making their way through the field here. So you see me looking for the inside line, trying to get past Diablo. I managed to get down his inside, and then we see GT Deli coming through and having a bit of contact there with Diablo. Came from a long way back, but I'm not sure, I'm not really going to comment on that one. So we've got Dan now with the run on Deli, and Dan takes 5th place, going down the inside, and nicely done. We skip back to Diablo and Rafael. We've got them close together now, and it looks like F1's struggling a little bit. Got caught up and held up a little bit at the start of the race. I don't know if he's had a bit of an incident, but he's dropped back now, so he's back into 9th place. Be unfortunate. We'll watch GT Deli as he chases Dan right on his bumper. White Shark's now up into 3rd, by the way. Sea Winkle's actually dropped down from 1st place into 2nd, and Subaru Gaz has made his way from the towards the back of the field to 1st place. Couldn't get my words out then. So we see GT Deli actually going around the outside of Dan, so a really good move. We'll skip up and actually see where White Shark is. White Shark chasing the back of Sea Winkle now, and Sea Winkle has dropped off the back of Subaru Gaz a little bit. Nothing too major. You certainly could claw that back in the rest of the race, but bit of a gap developing between 1st and 2nd. So we'll see what's going on at the start of lap 5. Deli and Dan. So Dan might feel a little bit begrudged that there was that little bit of contact from Deli as he came past. So let's see how Dan handles that throughout this lap. See if he seems quite aggressive or just keeps it respectful. Taking completely different lines through that corner. I think everyone kind of does their own little line through that one. Turn 2, or arguably 3 if you class the first corner as a chicane and just one corner. Then it's turn 2, the long sweeping right-hander. So see Dan has dropped off the back of Deli a little bit. Looks like Deli's got the pace on this lap on him. And Deli now reeling me in, well and truly sat in my slipstream down the straights. F1's actually made a place up now. I'm not sure if there's still 9 people involved, but he's in 8th position. So Delhi doing a good job of hustling the back of me. Everyone's pretty close now. I'm holding pretty much everyone up and causing a bit of a train to form behind me. Got Rafael being attacked from the left hand side for an outside to inside overtake opportunity there from F1, executed excellently and takes 7th place. It's a really good wise overtake manoeuvre there. I like his style, just because he went for the outside line, knowing that obviously through a chicane you've got, if you manage to run it side by side through the mid corner or the exit of the first part of the chicane, then you've got the inside line for the second part. So really good job there from F1. Good awareness shown by Rafael as well, and kept it nice and close and clean. So it looks like I've dropped into 5th place now, and we've got Delhi that's actually made the overtake, so I've missed it, but see Dan just pulling over to the right hand side trying to defend maybe, but I think he just got a bit of a slow run, so just pulled out of the way and let F1 come past. But in doing so, he's run slowly through the corner, so Rafael's side by side with him now, but can't do a lot about it as he's caught on the outside. So F1 making up a few positions now. We're 10 minutes in, a third of the way through the race. So he's looking to get past me now, make his way further up the field again. He's dropped off Dan behind him as well, so Dan seeming to struggle a little bit in this one compared to his previous form in the last races. So just getting it done nice and early, and can just go through the corner with the racing line as well. So good job there from F1. Got Rafael and Dan right, really close to each other now. Rafael running a little bit wide with understeer. Dan follows him a little bit. So it's all pretty close still, and we're coming up towards the halfway mark in the race. We'll see what else is going on up front. So we've got F1 just making his way through the field. It's quite a good thing to watch. Delhi also doing the same thing. Delhi's passed this season in his Cayman, and Delhi's now up into 3rd place as we see him pick up a 1-second penalty though. Seawinkle doing a really good job, but unfortunately just not got the overall pace on some of the faster people coming through from the back, so just dropping back slowly but surely, but having a good race anyway, and keeping it consistent enough to stick in 5th place. So Delhi and F1 are making their way up towards the top positions now. Just coming through the field, it seems like it's not too much of a challenge for them, so long as they pick their overtakes and don't risk too much. So we've got that little battle going on at the back. We'll keep an eye on the positions. We'll watch this. In fact, see Rafael touching the grass a little bit, which probably makes a tiny bit of difference, but actually makes it easier for Dan to get past. So a good overtake there from Dan. It's not the easiest of corners to overtake into with that one, but gets it done nicely. So up into 7th is Dan. Puts Rafael into 8th. Diablo having a bit of a mare right at the back in 9th. See Winkle doing a good job of sticking with F1. We know F1's fast. He's already won quite a few races. See what White Shark and Subaru Gaz are up to. White Shark doing a quick lap there on lap 7 of 147.714, and it looks like he's setting purple sectors for this lap 8 as well. So there's a bit of a gap between those guys, not a lot to watch at the moment. So Delhi's getting hustled. He's picked up a 1.5 second penalty now as Delhi. We see F1 picking up a penalty just as I mentioned Delhi's. So F1 got half a second penalty as well. Doesn't really mean too much in a half an hour race, I'll be honest. You can lose it so easily over a few laps. You don't even have to try. So it feels like it's all closing up quite a bit again, and everyone's got their pace going, got into the rhythm of the race. Got F1 down the inside of GT Delhi again, manages to do it as well. So really good overtake there, just carried the momentum down the inside line, did F1. He's got to be cautious that F1 GT Delhi don't come back at him straight away. Flashing of the lights there from Delhi as he got a bit out of shape. So F1 taking third place now and demoting Delhi into fourth at the moment. But then we see F1 running incredibly wide through the tight left-hand hairpin, and Delhi just drives past to take third place back. And F1's actually fighting for to keep fourth against C Winkle. So we're all closing up now on this battle that's going on up front. So it's getting closer and closer. Dan getting involved. Rafael's dropped back a little bit, but he's still there to capitalise on any mistakes that go on up in front of him. Got me going down the inside. So I managed to make the move down the inside there, pull across for a defensive line. Bit harshly done actually when I watch it back. But C Winkle managed to read it early enough and managed to avoid going into the back of it. So I took fifth place there off C Winkle. And here we see Dan as well down the inside, looking to do exactly the same thing straight after me. So C Winkle just having a bit of a bad lap and just dropping 2 places, unfortunately. Rafael now catching him up. Diablo's having a race of his own right at the back. So watch Dan as he's right on my bumper now, challenging for 5th. Looks like the closest of the action at the moment. See Dan closing up on the brakes there as he manages to keep it nice and clean, controlled into there, but I managed to get a good exit in the Ferrari and keep a bit of a gap to him as we head down the straight. Obviously he picked up the slipstream from me. We've got C Winkle that's dropped back a little bit now from this battle. I pulled to the inside to go ultra defensive, and to force him to go around the outside, but then he just managed to get it done in front of me. Feels like the brakes on the Porsche are a bit better than the Ferraris, so managed to take 5th place nice and easily off me there. Got the benefit of being able to go on board with my own footage, my own replay, so stick with me for a lap as I chase Dangly Balls for 5th place, try and take it back, as he's only just taken it and he's still right in front of me. So I took a bad line going into there. I was just rolling it in, as you could hear, for quite a long time. Take as much curb as you dare through there, and same through this one. So Dan doing a good job, and he's dropped me a little bit now, but then you see him go a bit wide with understeer mid-corner there, so he loses a little bit of time back to me, but not a lot. Oh, pretty much cut the corner there, I did. Got a decent run though. Felt if I'd have just dived down the inside there to go side by side, I would have ended up hitting Dan with contact just because of understeer, so I backed out a little bit and showed respect to Dan and let him take the place, although I think he would have kept 5th place anyway, but I would have had the opportunity to at least challenge to take it back. So Dan doing a good job there, and unfortunately when I did manage to catch him, it was in the wrong part of the track. So we see F1 in 4th place behind Delhi again now, running a little bit wide and picking up a penalty. GT Delhi having a good race, nice and consistent this season. Oh, White Shark's actually in 1st. I'm missing the lead changes, sorry. White Shark actually in 1st now. Looks like it's only just happened because we've got Subaru Gaz right behind him. Looks like Gaz has had a bit of a bad lap on lap 11 with his lap times. Very consistent lap times other than lap 11, so definitely a bit of a mistake there from him in one way or another. And probably enough, that was probably enough for White Shark to dive down the inside and make it work and get 1st place. See what else is going on. So I've dropped back into 6th, but I'm always being chased. I'm too slow. So I've got Rafael right on the back of me, as I take a terrible line through there. Anyway, we'll keep with we've watched enough of me and the action around me. We'll stick with the top guys for a little bit. We've only got 8 minutes left of this race, or roughly 8 minutes. Whilst we're on a bit of a quiet lap and there's a gap to everyone by the look of it. Yeah, if you're interested in getting involved in league racing, I say this pretty much every single time, but if you end up watching this video and you haven't actually got yourself involved in any racing, well, go and do it. And some good clubs to go and check out are the MRC, the Mature Racing Club on Facebook, which are very helpful. Loads of members, loads of different types of racing going on. There's always someone to race against, whether you're fast or slow, and yeah, go check it out if you're interested. And also SimFX, bit different, not quite as much racing going on, but good set of lads, and good, clean, respectful racing from the majority of the racers. Obviously there's always racing incidents from time to time. We've seen a few little bits of contact during this race, but all in all it's been pretty clean and a good race. Everyone's been pretty respectful, so check out this battle going on a bit further back, because it is just the best of the action at the moment. We've got Rafael trying to take 6th place off me, putting me under extreme pressure as he nearly pushes me around the corners. and then C Winkles hanging out just behind us, looking to make any opportunity work that he sees. So I managed to get a decent run out of the last chicane there. I've still got a penalty to lose, but again, like I've said already, it's not too much of a concern in a half-an-hour race. Rafael diving down the inside now, confident on the brakes in the Porsche, and he's got it done. Good overtake as well there. So puts me back into 7th, and Rafael is now up into 6th place with a belter of an overtake into T1. Seen quite a few overtakes in this race into T1. A lot of people going for it on the brakes late and sticking it down the outside more often than not, or the inside, and depending on which way they want to make it work. So you see me actually having a moment on the gravel, managed to gather it up quite quickly and keep going with minimum momentum loss, but still lost a bit of speed there and dropped back off Rafael a little bit. So now I've got a race going on with Winkle really, as he couldn't really get past me as I had that moment, so ends up suffering as well, and Rafael's off. So if we look, pretty much all Porsches eventually making their way to the front. We've got Subaru Gaz, the exception to the rule. Exception to the rule, I'll say it again because I didn't say it right. Subaru Gaz in the BMW M4. So doing a really good job in 2nd place. Did hold 1st place for quite a long time, but White Shark's got the better of him eventually, and pulled a bit of a gap as well. GT Deli slowly but surely is looks like he's closing in on Subaru Gaz. Let's check out the lap time. So last lap GT Deli did a 1:47.247. Subaru Gaz last lap did a 1:47.83, so he's got about half a second Deli's taken out of Subaru Gaz on that last lap. So Subaru Gaz is definitely being caught by GT Deli now, and there's only 4 minutes left of the race. So 2nd place, we'll keep an eye on that. Got F1 going around on his own pretty much now. Dangler Ball's a little bit behind him, bit of a gap. Rafael going around on his own more or less with a gap to in front and behind, and then you've got C Winkle right behind me. But we'll stick with the action up front and see what Deli's actually going to manage to do. Seems like we always seem to watch Deli towards the end of the races. Seems to really make his pace work all the way through the race, where some people seem to drop off a little bit. So if he's coming through the field, he continues to come through the field till the very last minute. We'll compare these lap times between them as well, see if Deli's taken any more out of him as they come over the line. So we see Subaru Gaz with a 1:48.5, and then we've got GT Deli with a 1:48.5, so equal lap times really, so same kind of distance as the lap before. So it looks like Subaru Gaz is probably keeping an eye on that lap delta and the gap to GT Deli behind him, and noticed that Deli was closing in and started to push that a little bit harder again to try and maintain that gap, if not closing on the White Shark. So we'll quickly skip through the whole order before we get to the ends, just to see if there's any position changes by the end. White Shark is in 1st, Subaru Gaz is in 2nd, GT Deli in 3rd, F1 in 4th, Dan in 5th, Rafael in 6th, C Winkle in 7th, ADG in 8th, and that's a position change, so C Winkle's got past me, taken 7th place, ADG in 8th, and Diablo having a bit of a shocker, seems like, in this one, and just running around at the back on his own. So Oh, good time to join. Subaru Gaz having a massive moment of oversteer, having to catch it, and definitely lost a little bit of pace through there. So GT Delhi will have seen that, and it'll have spurred him on to push that a little bit harder as they come towards the end of the 16th lap. But they're definitely going to get another lap out of it. So I think this will end up being the last lap that they go on to now, so lap 17. So let's see again, 148.255 from Subaru Gaz, and this time round from Delhi a 147.328. So Delhi has taken a lot of time out of Gaz that lap. So let's stick with it and see what happens towards the end. Unfortunately, Delhi's got a 1.2 second penalty there, so that will, even if he managed to get past, he'd have to pull a 1.2 second lead to maintain second place, so he could do with getting rid of that penalty really. So it's flashing up last lap now as the half an hour's run out. So it looks like Gaz is going to do it as we come towards the last sector. Oh, Delhi tempted there almost by the look of it to have a bit of a sniff, but thought better of it. It was too far back really. So if Gaz can keep it going through these last couple of corners. Which he nearly doesn't, but he does manage to do it. So we see White Shark coming over the line in first, Subaru Gaz in second, GT Delhi, awesome race again, in third, F1 in fourth, Rafael in fifth. GT Delhi just getting rid of his penalty before coming over the line there. Rafael's going to come home in fifth. Good race from Rafael, so he had a fourth and fifth this week. C Winkle in sixth. ADG is in seventh by the end, and Dan, I don't know what happened to Dan in the end there, but he was having I think he was in fifth, and he ended up dropping down into eighth, and Diablo coming in ninth. So thank you very much for watching. It was a really good race, was that? So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to subscribe and stick with it, because there's plenty more of these to come. And at the same time, hit the like button if you did really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm always a bit crap at this end bit, I'll be honest. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. I've been ADG, and I'll see you again soon. Good luck everyone tonight. If you watch this just before we race, it should be a good one. Anyway, see you later.